Hey there, Faithbox family. My name is Maggie, and we are back with day 4 of our Everyday Faith devotional on stories. And today's devotional is going to come from a scripture, and that is Romans 7:15. And it says, I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. And this is coming from Paul, and here it says, have you ever felt this way before? Have you ever felt like there were things you wish you did and other things you wish you didn't do? It'd be easier to share your story if it were chocked full of success and triumphs. Instead, our stories are often littered with failures, shortcomings, hurts, and regrets. There are parts of our stories that we dislike, even hate, as mentioned here in this scripture. But the fact of the matter is, the parts of our stories we dislike or wish we could change are often the parts of the stories that others can relate to. Every person knows fear. Every person knows regret, shame, setbacks, and challenges. Every person understands and empathizes with those aspects of life. This is why we can relate with what Paul wrote in Romans 7. Had Paul only shared his highlight reel, like we often see and do on social media, you'd feel insecure or like you didn't measure up. Instead, we are able to connect with Paul because he shared his humanity. And I know oftentimes we look on social media, as it's mentioned here, and we scroll and we see what other people are doing and how perfect their lives seem. And we do feel that way. We feel insecure, or we feel like we don't measure up. We feel like we're not enough or we're not doing enough. And this is what causes all of that shame and fear to sink back into our lives. And so that's why it is important here that Paul did end up sharing every single aspect of his life, even to the point of confessing and telling us that he still does things that he wishes he didn't do. And this is how we need to start living our lives and being fully authentic and transparent when it comes to sharing our stories. And I know that that is a hard thing to do, especially in today's day and age where social media does kind of rule the roost and does kind of make us feel like we can only share the highlight reel. But I hope that as we continue on this month, that you will come to feel and understand the significance and the impact you can have if you allow God to help you reveal those parts of your story too, and in an effort to be able to relate and see people for who they really are, and help them also to come to understand that God's grace can cover it all. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the next day of Everyday Faith.